Hi there, this is a video on how to bench test a fuel selector valve on a bullnose truck. These were commonly used on 460 and I don't think any other engine had this hot fuel handling selector valve. This is meant for a carbureted truck, but I may be wrong. But yeah, as far as I know, these are 460 carbureted from 83 to 86. Oftentimes these go bad where the selector is stuck in one position, it won't move on to the other, and here's a quick way to test them. So I have cheated here a little bit by using some special wire connectors to connect to pins number 1 and 2 down here, and pay attention to this notch here or protrusion here and where those pins are. And it's real simple, so you can try it out. But if you have the wires from the battery positive and ground in one orientation, it's going to send the motor one side. You reverse the polarity and it changes to the other side. And over here, this is the supply and return line going to the engine. And up here, it's labeled. You can see this is the front. This is for the front tank. These are lines, supply and return lines to the front tank, and these are supply and return lines to the rear tank. The way you test is really simple. Have these hoses coming out like this, and you're going to apply power. And I'm going to show it to you here. So right now it's in one position, but let's switch it to the other side. You'll hear a little thunk. Do you hear that? So now the tank has moved on to the other position. You can even remove these now, or you can leave them on. And so once you have that ready and you hear the thunk, you're going to blow through this line and see where the air is coming out of. You're supposed to, so let's say you have it in the rear position, you're going to blow through here and expect only air to come out through here. But you can put a finger here and continue to blow. Now if the air comes out through here or through any of the other ports, then you have a bad selector. And do the same with the supply line. Blow through it. You know, you're supposed to, if it's in the rear position, you're supposed to only get air through there. But if you get it through here or here or here, that's a bad selector. And after you flip the polarity, you can check, do the same thing with the front position. Or if you want to be more specific, you can even use a vacuum gauge. Pull vacuum on one of these lines, and if you block off one of these with a cap like that, let's say if it's in front, and you pull a vacuum here, once you cap that line there, ideally you should be able to start pulling a vacuum. And after my testing here, I can tell you that the selector is quite not vacuum sealed inside. There's always a little leak, but you should, at least the gauge should move up and try to hold. That's kind of good. In all my testing here, it mostly works here. The only thing that doesn't seem to work is when I have it in the front position, a little bit of air is returning out to the rear. So I would consider this bad unless I had a good reference that I knew was solid and it didn't do that. So hope this video was helpful.